What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nature Boy Chuck, and today I have a shoe I have been waiting on for a very long time. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get inside the box. I want to slowly unbox these. I usually like to have them up front when I start the video, but I want to show you guys the experience. This is the A Ma Maniere Jordan 4s in a Phantom colorway. This is the box and design. Has almost this in and out latching type open and close a box, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to flip this around, but before I do, you're going to see the Jordan branding right there on the front portion of the box where it creases. So I'm going to turn this around now so you'll be able to see how it looks on the opposite side. You're going to have the A Ma Maniere labeling being right there too, which looks fantastic, unique design. But once you flip it open, you're going to see the almost aluminum type texture of the A's being right there on the opening cases. I just think that's an amazing touch. Now, one thing I do like is as you see it here, it sits up when the box staggers and it pops up in a higher end version. And I do like the way that they did that. It's something unique. You don't see it with too many boxes, but if you had this on display or a shelf behind you, you'll be able to have it this way. But let's go ahead and flop this down for sake of showing you guys the shoes. I'm gonna open this up. I like the touches they do with the dust rags, or they used to have dust bags, but the dust rags now with the burgundy colorway, which is known by A Ma Maniere. I'm gonna flip this open to the sneakers themselves, guys. Look at this. This shoe looks absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if the lighting, I'm going to try to make sure it's adjusted for you guys, but I don't know if the lighting actually does it any justice of how beautiful this shoe looks. Now, you're going to have, of course, the fossil stone bottom sole of the shoe. The midsole portion is going to be painted in a black colorway. You're going to have that steel burgundy on the top, bottom portion of the tip of the shoe of the sole. Right there towards the front, you're going to have a ruffled suede, which looks absolutely phenomenal. That dye and that coloring on that ruffled suede is absolutely pinpoint. The nubuck on it is beautiful. You know, they have specific colors for this, but I'll tell you this, just right off looking at it, it looks like almost like a soft pink, or like a pink that takes some of the coloring out of it all the way around the shoe. The canvas is absolutely matching, but I like the way it looks because it has so many different rich flavors that actually combine together, even though they're different materials. The laces aren't wax. You're going to have the cloth style type laces on there, and unlike the Jordan 4 wet cement that we actually just had out come out this past weekend, excuse me, you do have the cages on these Jordan 4s, so you're gonna have your cages being on there too. When you zoom in close to this, and I'll try to get that image for you guys, inside of it, they're gonna have the small A's for A Ma Maniere in there, so that is a very beautiful way of design. I say the element that they actually put inside of that. Right up on the front portion of the tongue, you're gonna have a metal texture of the A being on the tongue, but your traditional flight being on there with it too. And on the back portion, you got your Nike Air in that black colorway. This shoe is phenomenal. The bottom sole with the stone and the burgundy looks great. You know, with most of Ma Maniere, especially in the 4s, you have the pillow type texture because this is a women's sizing shoe. So make sure you know that when you get ready to cop this sneaker. September 19th, if I'm not mistaken, this year. So you got the pillowy type texture on the inside. Not sure if my camera's going to get it. You'll have it there, and you'll have your A Ma Maniere tag with the Jumpman there. And of course, your hang tag in that beautiful burgundy colorway. As far as on the inside of the box, you're going to have two sets of laces that actually come with these sneakers. I'm going to pull this out of the box if I can of the other shoe. Let's just do this. I'm going to pull all of it out, okay? I'm going to close this up so we can get a good view of the sneakers themselves. I'll flip that closed. Boom! All right, so this is what we got. This sizing that I showed you, and you're going to have the other one here. Now, on the front portion of the tongue, before I get to the laces, I apologize, you're going to have the traditional jump band being on the front tongue there. Nothing else is going to be different on the right side of the shoe, just what you see on the tongue for us, the Jumpman. Now, I'll pull this out so we can see how different lace combinations. And what we're going to have here is almost like your cream colorway or stone, fossil stone, like you see on the bottom sole. That looks good. And right on the tip of it, you're going to have some verbiage there. It's going to be harder. It's going to be on there and work. Of course, traditionally, of course, that's going to be shown as work harder, but that's going to be on the tips of the laces. So you're going to have a fossil stone that comes in. Your brown boxes that we've been seeing, and this one here is just matched all up, I guess, by being in the inside box of the shoes. And on this opposite one, you're just going to have your pure white, as I would call it, with the same verbiage on it for us, work harder, being on there too. I don't see any hidden secrets as if they normally do on the Jordan 4s. You're going to have your Air Jordan being on the inside there, and A Ma Maniere being on the inside of that one. But other than that, guys, this shoe looks great. And the inside of the shoe, the soles of the shoes is going to be taped in this kind of color, which is absolutely beautiful, guys. As you can see it there too. Good soft type texture. Once again, everything that's indention inside of this material, like you'll see inside of the cages, are going to have the logo of the A's. I don't know if it'll be able to pick it up on this camera, but amazing detail on this shoe. And the thing I like about it, like the wet cements that came out, they had very good details, mixed materials. The story was good based off that shoe itself. So if you haven't seen that review, make sure you check out the card above. But I like when these shoes reach to details on a sneaker to give you a reason to remember, oh, this shoe had this, or this had this, or I remember when it came out with this. I like when shoes do that. That gives me the angst to be able to spend my money on something that I know has a direct vibe that's related to that particular shoe. Now, for us, the makeup of them, I will tell you this. This shoe is beautiful, guys. I mean, it's no other way to express these shoes. And if you've seen me on social media, you've seen how much I ranted and raved about this colorway, other than the colorway that's on the threes. Not to say the colorway on the threes is bad. I'm just not a huge fan of it, even though my wife says I wear that color all the time. Now, something that I just found, right on the inside, you're going to see a little message. It's going to say, while you were sleeping. So that is a hidden thing that's under the bottom of the sole. I don't know if the camera catch it, but I'll get you guys a clip of that too. While you were sleeping. Let's see if it's something on the inside portion of the other tongue. I'm sorry, I said tongue, but sole. But let's pull it out and see. I'm just dismantling this shoe. No. So that's it. So I know it's more of a story that's along to that. I'll be able to search that, and I'll drop a YouTube short for that too, so you guys know exactly what that is talking about. Not too much details out right now about this shoe because it releases in September. But of course, that will probably be more of a story that goes along with it. Overall, the shoe looks fantastic, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know, is this going to be a cop for you guys when this comes out? Because for me, it's going to be an immediate cop. I'm going to skip a couple of pair of shoes to make sure I get this particular shoe itself. The colorway is beautiful. And I would recommend, if you are a collector, that you take the time to figure out a way to buy this sneaker. Make sure you get in the A Ma Maniere Whitaker group. If I said that incorrect, please update me in the comment section. But get inside their Discord. I know when they have releases like this, if it's not EQL, they'll do the links where you can reserve them, or they may do the regular raffle format. I am not sure. But this particular pair is reserved for a member in NBC TV Discord. And you guys should check out my Twitter too, where a lot of times I drop a lot of unreleased sneakers that you can grab. But that is it for today, guys. Please, if you enjoyed the review, support the channel. Like this video and subscribe for more unreleased heat and release heat on sneakers from Nature Boy Chuck. See you guys next time. Peace.